Box Studio. I'm attempting a voiceover for the very first time today, so we shall see how we go. When I say first time, this is probably about take 5, but yes, having a bit of fun. Okay, so first up, Inktober 2018. I decided to give it a run this year. I did try it last year, but only got about, I think, 5 pieces in, and then, yep, that was it. I was trying to work on A4 pieces each day, which I think was probably my downfall. I just did not have time for that. I have a family, I teach art classes, I have other things going on. I just didn't have time for an A4 piece every day. So this year I decided I really wanted to give it a red hot go. So I am working on an A3 piece 6 days at a time. So the A3 piece I've divided to 6 almost squares, and I work on a square each day. This 6-day stretch I decided to do a space themed doodle. The doodling sort of style is something I've wanted to try for a long time, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to give it a go. As you'll see throughout this video, I do really need to work on my line work. It's not real great, so I'm hoping this will help me with that. Practice every day, it's got to help me in some way, right? So yeah, so we just had day 1, we're on to day 2 now. I was already getting lost as to what I was going to put in these pieces. As you can see, I changed things quite a bit. The eraser gets quite a workout, but I eventually come up with something. Most of these pieces probably took about, I suppose, 45 minutes. One piece, one day, I know took longer. I had no idea. I just seemed to be void of inspiration that day, but it came to me in the end and I got it done, so that was the main thing. So yeah, I just played with some little characters, some little aliens, the little spaceman. I'm loving my little spaceman. Yeah, the planets. Some of the planets I gave a face to, some planets. They came out pretty cute, I think. You'll see I am trying to work on also some line weight. I haven't really mastered a brush tip marker yet, so yeah, I sort of am doing my outline first in a Copic multi-liner, usually the 0.5, then going down to like a 0.3, 0.1 for the smaller details, the little stars and things. But then I am heading in with the brush tip marker, which is also a Copic multi-liner. Oh, I don't think Copic brush marker, to get some bit of weight into the lines, just to give a little bit of interest there, I guess. I'm still not entirely sure whether I'm going to colour these pieces or not. So yeah, I just sort of wanted to make it interesting as a black and white piece as well. So we're on to day 3 at the moment. As you can see, it's definitely sped up a lot. I didn't want just to sit there through the whole process. I think you would be pretty bored, but I wasn't, of course. I love my drawing. But yeah, so I threw a couple of meteorites in there, another little alien hiding in the background, little spaceship, trying to add that line weight again, just to give it a little bit of interest. I think it sort of looks pretty good. When you look at it in person, you can see that line work's a little bit rough, but as I said, that's what I am doing. That's what Inktober's going to be about for me, is practicing that line work and seeing if I can get a steadier hand. I don't know if it's possible to steady your hand exactly. It's something I'm stuck with, but yeah, I'm going to try anyway, and I'm hoping by last piece, so I think I'll probably get 4 or 5 A3 pieces done, hoping sort of by the last one that I may be straight in with a brush tip marker. That may be a bit ambitious, but we'll see how we go. So on to day 4, decided I want to sort of a robot-y character in this one. So that's what this little guy is here. Played with his hand, got it right in the end. The little satellite, no idea if that's realistic for a satellite, but that's enough. It's not supposed to really be realistic. Again, I sort of struggled with what am I going to fill space with, so I decided to put my 3 meteorites in. I tend to like my odd numbers, so I did do 2 and thought, no, need 3. So we need a 3rd one in. And overall, I was pretty happy how this day came out. Just going in with my multi-liner at the moment. That will be the 0.3 that I'm working with at the moment. The Copic multi-liners, by the way, are a lighting change there, sorry. They're waterproof and they are Copic proof, so your Copic markers, Copic, I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but anyway. So if you go in with your alcohol markers afterwards, which is sort of what I think I'm planning to do with colour, they will not smudge the outline. They're made to work with it. Again, that'll be another new thing for me. Alcohol markers I haven't really worked with much, so we shall see how I go with that. I've played a little bit and I think I've got the blending going okay, although I don't have a wide selection of colours, so we'll see how we go. I'm using the Copic Chow, which is sort of the cheaper version of the Copic markers. The other ones are Copic Sketch, I think, but I do like the Chow because they have a brush tip on them, which on one end, which I prefer to the hard sort of nib end. This day, day 5, I struggled a lot. You'll see me change that up 3 times, I think, the corner there. And in the end, went with these little fuzzies, and oh my goodness, they are so cute and probably one of my favourite things about the piece. So they will probably feature again in another piece, not in this one, although I did think about it, but they didn't sort of work compositionally because by the time I moved down to the next piece, which was right below this one, they were just, yeah, too close together. One thing I was disappointed with this day, I realised my spaceman is basically facing the same way as day 1. It's got a little bit of a different pose, but he's got the same angle on him, and it is very distracting for when you'll see it in the end. Or you might not. You probably mightn't have even seen it if I hadn't mentioned it myself, but yeah, that's the only thing annoying me a little bit about the end, but that's okay. Hey, it's all about getting some practice in and having a play. So yeah, this was day 5. A little slug alien there as well. Still feel like he's missing something. Not sure what. Maybe he needs some little, I don't know, 10 little tentacles, something. Not sure. Not tentacles. Yeah, you know, those little thingies. I don't know what I'm talking about, but anyway. So then on to day 6, final day. Well, day 13 of Inktober. Day 6 of this piece. Yeah, so that little alien, I'd planned him, that's why he went in really, really quick. I'd drawn him up before. This piece actually was really, really quick because it had sort of bigger elements that weren't so hard to draw, and I had sort of planned it, that one. I sort of decided, yeah, no, I can't sit here and be trying to decide what I'm doing, so I did do it first, and yeah, that's working. So I just do like a rough sketch, and that seems to be working for me. Yeah, I did wonder if I'd put enough into this section here, but you can be the judge of that when you see the final piece very soon. So yep, just adding my line weights in. You can see I'm actually just another one of the multi-liners rather than the brush marker there to put them. And then the final piece, think of it, it was pretty cool, but you can sort of see what I mean by the 2 spacemen in the same direction, a little bit distracting. That's okay. So that was my day 8 to 13. Thanks very much for joining me.